Hey guys, this is the Flash with the Flash podcast. Today we're gonna be talking about UFC, like the news that's been happening. The first match I'm gonna be talking about is Bilal Muhammad versus JDM. This is, I think, a very one-sided fight. I think Bilal eats him. Like, I don't know, second round submission, something like that, maybe. I really don't like JDM is good. But I think Bilal, he got that. I don't think it's a tough match. Okay, every match in the UFC is tough, but I think Bilal is in a level that JDM cannot hold. And hey, he did good against Gilbert Burns. He did do good. But Bilal murdered Gilbert he murdered him. Didn't give him a chance. So I really think more that he did beat Leon, he's on a roll. So I really think Bilal eats him. Second match we're going to be talking about is Leon Edwards versus Sean Brady. I think Leon has it, to be honest. Sean Brady is a very high prospect. But I think Leon still has it, I still think he can win fights. I think he just, strike him, go from the outside, because he's longer than Sean Brady. So I think he wins that match. But if Sean Brady can, do what he does in the other fights, obviously he lost to Bilal. Just say he wrestled against Leon, he can win. But Leon does have good takedown defense. It's just when he went against Bilal's wrestling is another level. Kamaru Usman, he only has one round to wrestle because of his knees. His knees are really bad. And we're not even going to talk about Kobe. He didn't do anything that fight. So, hey, I still think Leon wins this fight, though. The next match we're going to be talking about is Michael Chandler versus Paddy Pimblett. He want me to be honest in this fight. I think if Michael Chandler somehow loses this fight, he should retire. Retire. Because Paddy Pimblett, he's a good fighter, but I think Michael Chandler's supposed to win. I really do. If he loses, should retire. He's fun to watch. Look, he could have beat Oliveira if he didn't do the stupid thing that he did. Just let him get up and hit him with one good punch and he's going to sleep. That's it. So if he does a fight like that with Paddy Pimblett or something like that, he's going to lose. So he just needs to be smart for once. Just one time. Just be smart. Just once. He'd be smart and he'd win the fight. So I think it's a one-sided fight there too. Next fight we're going to be talking about is Volkanovski versus Diego Lopez. Look, this fight, I think it's 50-50 because, Diego Lopez is a big featherweight. He's a big featherweight. And he just now beat Brian Ortega, which is a good fighter. That Brian Ortega and Volkanovski went against each other, and Volk won. Almost got caught in a guillotine. But I think if Volk can do what he normally does, now that he's training good, instead of, getting knocked out, those two hard fights with Islam, and then, fight a guy like Topuria and get knocked out, you need to take a break, So he had his break. Now if a full good camp, he's relaxed, I saw him training with Aljamain. Those are the type of people you need to train with for a fight like this. So I really do think he can win the fight if he just does what he does. And Diego Lopez, he's a rush fighter. He wants to come forward to you, just throw punches. So I just think if Volkanovski, he's smaller, that's one thing. If he can just do his game plan like he does in the fights that he's won, he's gonna win. Next news that we're gonna be talking about is Ilia Topuria vacant. I don't know how to say that word, vacant his title. So basically, now that we see this, he's gonna move up, obviously, and I think he's gonna fight Islam. I really do. If I was the UFC though, I would let him fight somebody else, and if he beats that person, then fight for the title. And if I'm talking about somebody else, realistically, I would give him Arman or Charles Oliveira. Poirier, no, he's gonna beat Poirier. But Oliveira and Arman, those are really hard fights for Topuria. Poirier, he's gonna get knocked out. Poirier's good, but he needs a fun fight. Like, Poirier can fight the winner of even Chandler and Pimblett, or the winner of Gaethje and Hooker, something like that, for his retirement fight. Because he's never gonna win the title again. He's old, Fight to Poirier, lose. Yeah, I don't want to see Poirier, get knocked out. So I really do think Topuria needs to do one fight at least. The better fight for him, being honest, is Oliveira, because Oliveira's more of a striker, and he, jiu-jitsu, all that stuff. But then if he goes against Arman's everything, like wrestling, jiu-jitsu, striking. He's a way harder fight. So if I was Ilia, I would want to fight Oliveira, go and beat Oliveira, and then fight for the title. But the UFC, they are, Dana White's a genius. So he's going to find a way, I feel like, to get to Poirier to fight for the title straight away. Next fight I'm going to be talking about, I know people already know about this fight, but is Pereira versus Ankalaev. I think Pereira is going to beat him. Just because if you look at Ankalaev's last fight versus the guy that Jerry knocked out, he went a close fight with that guy, 29-28. I just don't think, and people are going to say, oh, Ankalaev's a wrestler. No. He's a Greco wrestler. He's not like Hamza. He's just going to your legs. No. He grabs you, takes you down. So to grab Pereira is going to be really hard. Because Pereira, he's going to kick your legs off. And if you shoot, maybe he can throw a knee. So, Pereira's a very unorthodox fighter. Like, he's a weird fighter. So I really think Pereira got that in the bag. I think he's going to knock him out. But guys, this is the UFC news. And, hey, when these fights happen, I'll be talking about it. This is The Flash with The Flash Podcast. See you guys in the next video.